Okay, so find volume of spheres. We are not going to do the solving like the last two sets of notes that you've taken where they give you the volume and then you have to solve, just because this one has a cubed in it and we haven't gotten to talk about that very much this year. So we're just going to do more problems of finding volume of spheres. This is the one that a lot of students struggled on last week. So we're just going to do some more examples. So find the volume of sphere with a radius of 10 inches. So again, I like to draw my picture. I'm a very visual person, so I'm going to draw my picture. So a sphere is just a ball, and to show that it's a ball, and not just a circle, you draw this. And then radius is halfway across, so I would do 10. And so we're going to write the formula. So our formula is volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so the 10, and then we're going to plug in what we know. So we know that that 10 is the radius. So we're going to do volume equals 4/3 times 3.14 times our radius, which is, I wanted to write that in green, sorry, 10 cubed. Okay. Sorry, I dropped my pen again. Alright, so always do the exponent first. So we're going to do 10 and then cubed, which is 1,000. So I'm going to have 1,000 times 3.14 times 4/3 equals volume. Again, I like leaving the fraction alone till the end. So I'm going to do 1,000 times 3.14, which gives me 3,140 times 4/3. Sorry, my son's going to the restroom in the room right next, or ran into the restroom or something. I don't know what he's doing out there, but you can hear him. So 3,140. Again, you're going to multiply across the top. So we're going to multiply across the top. So 3,140 times 4 is 12,560. Then multiply across the bottom. 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So volume equals 12,560 divided by 3. So take that and divide by 3. And you get 4,186.666667. So you want to look at 2 decimal places. So look at the third number. 6 makes that 6 round to a 7. Equals the volume. So again, I think the thing that was making people mess up the most is this fraction right here. So remember, when you're multiplying fractions, you multiply across the top, you multiply across the bottom, and then whatever's on top and whatever's on bottom, you divide. So you take the top and divide by the bottom. Okay, I decided I wanted to change this problem because this was another place people were messing up. So if I find the volume, or if I want to find the volume of this next example that has this whole thing is listed as 14. So if all the way across is 14, when you do these, you know that halfway, or the radius, because if you look at that formula, let me go ahead and write the formula, sorry. So volume equals 4/3 pi r squared times, not r squared, r cubed, silly me. So r cubed. So in this, we need the radius. Notice the radius is only halfway. We have the entire thing. So you have to take 14 and divide it into 2 equal parts, which would give you 7. So our radius is actually 7. So you would do volume equals 4/3 pi, and we want to use the radius, of course I used blue, to plug in for r. So 7 cubed. So make sure you remember that this must be divided to find the radius. That was another place people were messing up. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start multiplying all of this out. So we want to do 7 and then hit the cubed button, or 7 times 7 times 7, which is 343. We're going to multiply by 3.14 and multiply by 4/3. So I'm going to multiply those two first. So 343 times 3.14 is 1077.02 times 4/3. So then we have a number times a fraction. So again, multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom. So we know the bottom's going to be 3. That one's should be pretty simple. Then you're going to take that answer and multiply by 4. So times 4 is 4,308.08. So 4,308.08 divided by 3 is 1,436.02666. So I want 2 decimals. So that 6 would make that 2 go to a 3. So 1046.03 would be our volume. So hopefully just with more practice these will get easier. I have been told that I need to tell everybody to subscribe to my channel so that they make sure they get notifications when I post, but that was by request. So I'm telling you that you must subscribe to get the notifications, and make sure you hit that notification bell.